What is up, man? Welcome back. Man, in the last lesson, we learned about really dialing into our why. What would our ultimate outcome be throughout this process if it was like a year or two out from now? Okay, now that you have your whys deeply ingrained into your psyche, now it's time to go back into the work that takes us to where we want to go. Okay, the tools that help us build this amazing life. The best part is, I found time and time again that working on getting back your erections is one of the fastest ways to shift your beliefs and your actions for good. Okay, but with all these new learnings you're going through, I want to point out a very important piece of the puzzle that you're actually going through right now, whether you know it or not. And these are called the levels of learning. Whether you want to learn how to ride a bike or build your strongest erections of your life, you're going to be going through these levels. And I'm going to put on a little slide here so you can see what they are. Unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, conscious competence, unconscious competence, and lastly, mastery. Okay, so let's run through these now. Unconscious incompetence. You don't even know what you don't know. All right, you're in the dark and you have no idea whatever it is even a thing. Let's use the metaphor of learning to ride a bike. You don't even know that bikes exist. With porn and fantasy, you have no idea that these are the number one causes of your desensitization. You've also never heard of the root focus. What the heck is a root and why would you focus on it? There's no shame here. This is obviously where many men on this journey start out. This is something that they don't even know that they don't know until it becomes a problem. For the longest time, I actually thought that porn was helping me to last longer in bed. That's because I was unconsciously incompetent. Conscious incompetence. You have an idea that bikes exist, but you can't ride them very good yet. With fantasy, you know that it's causing your desensitization, but you're not able to stop yet. You've tried the root focus for a few weeks and you're still so new that you're just not really getting it as much as you think you should. You know that you don't know enough yet. You're consciously incompetent. This is most likely where you are right now. You know that things haven't been perfect, and you're working on some things to make everything better. And with a little bit more time and consistency of putting in some energy into this area, you're going to reach conscious competence. Okay, you can now ride a bike pretty good, but you still need to think about it. Okay, you're also pretty good at not using porn or fantasy, but you need to stay constant on your daily activities. You do the root focus every day, and you're really starting to see the benefits. This stage can be months to a few years, depending on how diligent you are with avoiding the desensitization pitfalls. This is a great place to be in because it really feels like you're gaining control over the darkest part of your life. It's not 100% gone, but you can sense that you're really on the right path. Unconscious competence. You can ride a bike around town with no hands. Porn and fantasy doesn't even affect you anymore, and you don't even need to think about being triggered because you've set up your lifestyle and your environment to reinforce your life long term. You still do the root focus daily, and it's not even an inconvenience because you know how many benefits you're seeing from it. This is just what you do every day, and you enjoy it now. Mastery. You've been doing everything for so long. It's second nature now. This is a lifestyle. Positive growth is just who you are. You've weighed the pros and the cons of growth and stagnation. And you honestly believe that growing is so much better of a feeling, and you're truly happier when you're living your life on purpose than when you're stuck with ED. These are important to know because, first of all, they're based on proven science. And this is the process everyone goes through as they acknowledge and learn anything. Second, because right now, you probably just came out of unconsciously incompetent, and you might not have known that desensitization was really the cause of so many of your problems. So that means that you're in the consciously incompetent phase. You can hear what I'm telling you, and you think it sounds important, but maybe you're just not quite putting it into full practice yet. Or maybe you are, and that's amazing. Keep it up. But still, you're consciously incompetent based on that you're still so early into this journey. Stay on the path though. Stay strong. Now, what you're about to witness is something truly spectacular. It's called graphic designing. And if you ever need anything like this done, please don't hire me, okay? So this is like a dammed up river, okay? And the idea is to get water to the other side of the dam on this brown dirt. At one point, your water level on this side is really low, but you keep doing the work. And as you do, the water level rises. But you're not actually getting the other side wet. You're not seeing any drastic results, but you continue to do the work. You're building a new, disciplined, patient, confident version of yourself. And then one day, almost without notice, results. The grass turns green. You get a morning wood. You can see this new result. And it's like, well, finally, you took long enough. And that is a very good sign. But you're not there yet, okay? You keep working on yourself. You keep growing. You keep learning. You keep removing desensitization, and more morning woods come. Now, a quick word on morning woods. I don't even get them 100% of the time every morning without fail. They come and go like waves. Now, the funny thing about rewiring the brain is that even when your morning woods come back and physically you're able to perform, you may not feel ready. In fact, your brain will try to protect you from pain, and it'll tell you that the next time you're with a girl that you're still not ready and it's not safe to be talking to that girl. Like all your senses will be saying, red alert, we do not want to go down this road again. Dude, because that's such a strong voice in your head, it's going to play out as a self-fulfilling prophecy, and you won't be able to get hard. And that's totally normal. And that's why I'm telling you about it, so you can be prepared. Okay? So if you start getting your morning woods back, you can feel that you're on the right track. It's just a matter of regrooving your neural pathways even more. It's just a repetition game and a time game. And if they haven't started to come back yet, don't worry. This is just a repetition game and a time game. Okay? There's no set time for things to happen. But there is a faster way, and then there's a longer way. And as long as you continue to do all the actions, you're guaranteeing that you're on the shortest time frame for you. All right, so just for an example, I want to share with you a little story. And I also want to note here that I've never been a ladies' man. I think you've heard me say that before. I actually hired a dating coach because I was so bad with women. And I've never really had great luck picking up women ever. But sometimes when you take action, the universe just wants to reward you with fortunate circumstances. And so I was at a point in my journey where I had a few natural morning woods. And I figured, I needed to start taking action on what I was practicing. The self-work activities are what we do to recover faster, but we're doing them so that we can eventually meet girls, right? So I wanted to go out and test my newfound superpowers. But I remember this one night I was in New York and I met this super hot girl, and she was visiting from Louisiana. And the thing that really stuck out about her, besides her great looks, was that she could open a proper beer bottle with her teeth, okay? And not like those pussy twist-offs. I'm talking like a Corona bottle. And yeah, that was her special skill. So I went out with this super attractive girl, this beer bottle opening girl, and we started playing darts. And I can see that she's into me. And I'm thinking, damn, like this root focus stuff really works. This is amazing. And soon enough, we started kissing at the bar. And we decided to go back to my place. Now, this was my first experience since I found out, embarrassingly, that I had erectile dysfunction. And so while I was happy that this was happening, honestly, bro, I was freaking out because I knew that this was a cool chick. And she was probably gonna let me have sex with her. And I'd been working on the root and I'd been petting the squirrel, and I just hadn't ingrained them into real habits yet. And my mind was racing, through all this garbage thoughts. Will this stuff work? Am I gonna get hard this time? Will I last long enough? And the thoughts I was having, they're called garbage thoughts. The thoughts that you would rather not have, but they're so strong that you can't think of anything else in the moment. So I'm doing everything that I'm not supposed to do. I'm not focusing on my root. I'm listening to my garbage thoughts in my mind. And then, boom, this girl, she starts to get even more frisky with me. And, you know, we tried for about an hour to get me excited. And I'll spare you all the details. And I'll just let you know that I was so focused on my fears and my worries and my anxieties that I wasn't able to perform. And I was pissed because I had a morning wood that day and I thought I was back. But just because you have a few morning woods doesn't mean that the neural pathways are back where they need to be for your healthiest directions. But soon enough, you keep doing them, right? You keep doing those behaviors and forgetting about the so-called failures and just keep going, right? This is a proven path. The water at the dam, it keeps getting higher and higher and higher. But the next level of learning you're going to reach is conscious competence, okay? And when you reach this level, I think it's a really good idea to find a partner to help you on your journey, okay? If you're married in a committed relationship, that's the easy part. If you're single and you aren't dating at all, then this is going to be the fun part of learning how to use the master plan to help you bridge the gap. And I'm not going to give you that now because you just really need to focus on rewiring as much as possible first. And then we'll address the master plan when the time comes. Brother, as you can see, there's many different levels to this. I gave you the physical things first because really it's important to stop doing the damage and start doing the right things. And now the reason why I'm harping on the neural pathways is because that's where you are on your journey now. Okay, you're adding in all the ingredients to this. And soon, my man, soon you'll be back. That's a promise. Okay, I'll see you in the next module. Much love.